All right, here we go, boys. I'm here with your current champ. It is your boy Jacob, motherfucking Snow Bunnies. So, champ, you got to have
Yeah,
a whole season as the
yeah,
man. You
yeah.
know, how you feeling, dude? Going into
Uh,
season 2.
Dude, there's just let me give you a little backstory here, huh?
Okay,
I
let's
come
hear it.
into last season, right? New guy on the block. New guy on the block. These motherfuckers, day one, they was hating. They was hating on your boy. They was hating.
I
And let me tell
do,
you,
I do think Austin did say like early on in the season that you were his dark horse to win it all. I think when he was on my video, he said that. So shouts out.
he did. I do remember. I remember every detail from last season. I do not forget. And
That's awesome.
I remember week one. Allen shit talking my team. He said, doesn't stand a chance. 10th place team for sure.
Damn, where was he in the postseason?
Not in the playoffs.
Not in the
Yeah.
playoffs. Yeah, boy. Um,
So I snuck in the playoffs and you know,
it was David
I won
versus
it.
Goliath. He took
Yeah.
out the fraudulent Weaver.
I had the boys backing me to take down Nancy Pelosi and
Mm,
Michael Weaver and
drain the swamp.
drain the swamp.
Yep, he got in there, got it done. But
It's right there.
new season, new year. I heard that you had a little side bet week 1.
I did, and I lost.
Yeah, the undefeated Steven's undefeated in side bets to open the year up.
Yeah. His side bets don't miss.
So
For
what
real.
was that side bet?
Bottle of like middle shelf bourbon.
Oh, okay. You got an idea of what you're getting them, or is it a surprise?
I can't say it. It's got to be
Gotcha,
a
gotcha.
surprise.
All
I gotta
right.
try to impress this man. He's a big
He's
avid bourbon drinker,
Yeah,
so
he is.
I gotta show up a little bit.
That's
I gotta
true.
show
That's
up,
true. You
show
have to
out.
flex that knowledge, dude. Mm. Not to be distracted. I cut my finger at work somewhere in this fucking glove, guys. So sorry about that. But I suppose let's get into last week first things first. You know, a wild one. Way to start it off. I was terrible in the predictions. I think I went three for three. Um, I squeak out on. I had speaking of whooping Weaver's ass, touchdowns, took him out. We
Yep.
had Coy's toppling Riggy Riggs. We had Love Hurts toppling Half Chubb. Allen DeGens losing to Swift Swallows, and your cousin Marvin beating Middleburg football team with Bake Fat beating you. Any of those matches surprise you at all?
So yeah, I think there's a few things to talk about here. Half of the games were within 10 points of each other, which is incredible that we have some competition there. You know,
True.
you barely squeaked one out on Mikey.
Yep.
Brody, the most fraudulent win I've ever seen in my fucking life,
Dude,
dude. The
Riggy
most
Riggs could
fraud.
not catch a
John,
break.
John is the most unlucky motherfucker on
Oh
this
my
planet,
God.
dude. I cannot believe
He lost by dot four.
he lost by a fucking backup quarterback. The Giants ex backup quarterback
That's
did
tough.
him dirty, dude. That's incredible. It's upsetting, honestly, to watch
Yeah, I would have
Brody
been
get
pretty
these
sad.
fraudulent wins. And then myself and Steven within 7 points of each other, which
Yep.
was also very close,
I think the only real blowout was, I mean, your cousin Marvin, Middleburg football team, and Allen
Yeah.
DeGens and Swift Swallows. Those,
There is one thing of note that I think we should discuss though.
what's that?
So we have a loser of the league
Mm,
from last year.
mm.
And this motherfucker comes in and puts up 89 points week one.
Tough luck. Tough luck for the
Dude,
boy.
dude, you can't be embarrassing, making a mockery of our league like that. You can't
Yes.
just like come in week one and say, all right, I got that bumper sticker too.
Yeah.
He wants a trifecta of being the most dog shit team in our league. It's incredible.
It's tough.
Asa, my man.
Yeah. I mean, he
Or
went on that
half
booze
joke.
cruise before the draft. I don't know if that was the play to
He
coming
showed
in
up
from
late to
last.
our draft. Well, not late, but at least an hour later than
Mm,
everyone else,
yeah.
and just drafts dog shit. I mean,
I mean, tough luck. Do you hate his team?
I don't despise. I think he got done kind of dirty by Amon Ra.
Yeah, 4 points by St. Brown's crazy.
Yeah, I
That is
don't
crazy.
despise his team, but just looking at it, it's not got a whole going for it either.
Yeah, I mean, when your defense only puts up 12 and is your third highest scorer, That's pretty
He's
tough.
he's super flexing Will Levis. I mean, that should tell you enough right there.
Yeah, that is terrible. That's kind of like Pittsburgh's quarterback that you hooked him
Oh,
up with for
Kenny
Christmas.
Pickett.
Yeah, he's
So yeah, for those who don't know, we also have a side group of the Middleburg boys who do a Christmas together, and I did buy Asa or Half Chub a Kenny Pickett poster for that because he
wasn't it
was
signed
diehard.
too?
It was.
Yeah,
It
that's pimp tight. That's
was like
pimp
20
tight.
bucks.
It might be Will Levis up next. He might just get a wall of like shit quarterbacks he started in the fantasy league. Autograph signatures.
Oh, jeez, man.
But
Um,
um but yeah, week one in the books. Are you disappointed with starting out with an L?
no, I'm not terribly. I'm not super impressed with my team either, though. I think I have really weak running backs.
Connor
Drake
Jacobs.
London, I think, is a massive letdown. I'm kind of disappointed with that, and I'm
Mm,
hoping, Kirko figures out the scheme.
mm.
But I think I got some decent players. Jaden Daniels, I think, is gonna save me a lot of weeks. So,
Yeah, Jaden Daniels puts up he runs. That's good. I mean, you got strong quarterbacks. I
you
don't
know,
think your running backs are necessarily weak.
they're just like very consistent, middle of the pack,
Yeah,
tier two-ish quarterbacks.
especially with Joe Burrow not super healthy. That really hurts Jamar Chase.
Yeah, I was hoping that wrist would be fine, but he was messing with it all game.
For
Ah,
sure.
oh
I
man.
hear that. Well, speaking of teams, let's just get into it. Let's get into
Yeah.
the week two predictions. Like I said, I let me just double check quick because I got my picks. I picked Baked Vet, myself, Allen, Middleburg football team, Half Chub, and Coys. I was correct on myself, Coys, and Baked Vet. So yeah, three for three. I'm three out of six.
Nope.
So let's rock and roll. Let's start off with your cousin Marvin, Baked Vet. What's your predictions and thoughts on
Ooh,
this game?
I think Steven's got this for
You think
sure. Yeah.
2-0? All right,
I
all
mean,
right.
it's kind of OP having Thursday game already done,
Mm,
but Deron
true.
A-Chain putting up 29.5 on just dog shit quarterback plays. Oh man, that's nutty.
Yeah,
You gotta, I don't know.
that's
Jared,
solid.
I think Jared got pretty fucking lucky week one. He had Jaden Reed pop off. He had a few
Yeah.
players that shouldn't have been as good as they were.
Yeah, I mean, he had a great outscore, but like the guy's already traded half his team.
Yeah, it's a brand new team at
I,
this
I,
point.
I almost feel like we should like go back and talk about that trade that
Yeah,
really got overlooked. I'm
no, let's
surprised
do
it
it.
wasn't talked about more. Where the
Let me
heck is
see.
it?
Trade history. Here we go.
Yeah,
Oh,
this
this
is
is
all me.
my
I want to see the
yeah.
league's trade
That's
history.
what I'm saying. We really got to go back in the chat. Yeah.
Ooh. That's the
Uh,
that's the problem. I'm so used to being on my phone. I'm never on the sleeper app
yeah.
on the computer.
Same. I cannot find it. There's got to be somewhere where you could see.
Yeah, this is ridiculous. Trade history, all. Yeah, it's all just my shit.
I
What
don't
the?
know if I can even see it because it processed.
I'll see if I whip it up on my phone.
All right. No, let's waiver wires. Bro. Uh, technical difficulties, everyone.
Yeah,
Please.
pardon this. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I found it.
Okay, you got it up.
Yeah. Okay. So the trade. Half Chubb is sending Isaiah Pacheco, Zay Flowers, or no, this is Jartasm, sorry. Jartasm sending Isaiah Pacheco, Zay Flowers, Jaden Reed, and Sam Laporta, and Half Chubb receiving, and he receives, or yeah, Half Chubb Sending, J.K. Dobbins, Amon Ra, Kyle Pitts, and Roma Dunze.
How did you get to that?
It's in the chat, but you have to like click on the actual trade.
Oh, okay. So you gotta go.
You gotta find the Jartasm Half Chubb. My cousin Marv Half Chubb.
Did you scroll all the way back to that point?
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Um,
Okay. This will be easier on the phone. So what do you think about that trade though?
uh, I don't know if it was completely even to be honest with you.
In
I
which
think
way
I
were
think
you leaning?
cousin Marv is winning this for sure, in my
Mm.
opinion. I mean, Sam Laporta, nice pickup for Half Chubb. Isaiah Pacheco, I see the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs offense can support Isaiah Pacheco as well, but they're throw heavy. Zay Flowers, I mean, Lamar does just not throw a ton. I think people learned this last year with Zay Flowers. He'd have a couple boom games, but
Yep, I agree
boom
with
bust
that.
player. Jaden Reed without Jordan Love. I know Jordan Love's going to be coming back soon. I think he's already making progress on his injury, so I think he's
Yeah.
questionable for this week, maybe. But
I
Jaden
don't
Reed, I love Jaden Reed. I picked him up off the waivers last year.
he had a
Good
crazy good
fantasy
week
player.
one. I don't know if it's necessarily like super broken lopside. I just think it's absolutely bananas to be trading that many like week one, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
In your round one, there's been multiple round one trades. And
yeah.
trading your first draft pick is
Yeah,
insane to me.
that brings up the other one we just had with Baked Vet. That was
CD Lamb, right?
yeah, CeeDee Lamb, Jalen Hurts. Let's where the All right, so yeah, so we got in this trade, we got Baked Vet receiving Jalen Hurts and Michael Pittman and giving up Kirk Cousins, CeeDee Lamb, Jerome Ford, and a fourth round pick.
I
Quite
think
hefty.
this is even more unfair in my opinion. I think Michael Pittman, good player.
Hmm.
I think he benefited a lot more from Gardner Minshew than he did
I
was
agree.
going to Anthony Richardson.
I totally agree with that. That's why I was so high on Pittman last year because, yeah, Gardner Minshew, he throws a lot of picks. He's not the perfect quarterback, but the guy's a
No.
gunslinger.
Yeah, he's a gunslinger.
He tosses that. Where Anthony Richardson he's gonna run and get you 80
Run.
yards and only
Yep.
have 12 completions, so it doesn't really help Pittman too
I
much.
I just wasn't high on any of the Colts receivers this year.
I hear that.
Um, just I think Anthony Richardson's a generational talent if he could stay healthy, but
Yep.
he's throwing bombs. He's not going
It's
to complete those every week,
yep. And to give
And
up
CD Lamb is insane.
and a fourth rounder because he's gonna keep Jalen Hurts. That's probably why he did it. So
Yeah.
this guy is gonna be losing a lot of the first rounds of the draft.
Yeah.
Better
I
hope
think
he
I think
wins.
it's crazy. I think it's crazy, but you know, I
That's
appreciate
fantasy
the activity in the trades at least.
for sure.
Um,
Definitely a lot of eager managers out there because
yeah.
we're not even finished with week two.
I was gonna say I think we need to cool it a little bit and remember that it's been 1 week.
Mm,
Teams aren't even playing at full capacity.
no, it was so
Like,
sloppy week one.
yeah, no teams. There was like four quarterbacks that threw over 200 yards or something like that.
Yeah,
Six. It was
yeah.
a small
It
amount of
was.
quarterbacks.
Yep, it was tough.
Um,
Running backs feasted.
running backs feasted week one. Wide receivers were hurting bad.
Yep, yep. Which kind of leads me to where I'm agreeing with you. I'm taking Baked Vet as well, and Baked Vet versus your cousin Marvin. Just the A chain 30 piece, almost.
Yep.
That's a
I
lot right there.
I think yeah, I think definitely baked fat. A little OPC in the strat, but I do not agree with the Jeff Wilson. I saw all I've Reddit dive for all this stuff weekly. So many motherfuckers were high on Jeff Wilson Jr. and Jalen Wright,
Right.
and I was like, you guys are insane. If A Chain even plays a little bit, they're gonna just be running screenplays all day.
Yep. And now more than ever, I feel like A chain and Mostert are so much more valuable now. They only have
Oh
Tua throwing
yeah,
bombs to Tyreek and stuff. So, so
debatably one of the worst backup quarterbacks in the league
yeah,
on
it's
the
tough.
Dolphins. So
Tough. I kind of feel bad for the Dolphins too. That was tough to watch.
But as Bills fan, I just wanted him to die. I wanted him to die on the field.
I feel that. I've said some horrendous things watching the Giants. I feel that. So we're both taking baked vet. Let's jump on to Alan DeGenerates versus Half Chub. Who you got?
Yeah, I think I think it could be a bounce back week for Half Chub here. I think the
Okay.
Niners, he's got a lot of very favorable matchups, I think, on his side.
Yeah, he does.
I
He
don't know.
does.
I'm not I was pretty high on Al's team, but I don't after seeing some of these players week one, Kenneth Walker's doubtful, so I'm guessing he's gonna be putting in Tyler Algier for his RB2.
Yeah, I don't love that
I
if he
don't
does that.
you can't put in Blake Corum. They
No.
didn't even play him.
Nope.
I mean, I don't I think Al's kind of in a rough spot here.
I
You got
agree.
Jay Jettas, obviously, but you got San Fran defense. I don't know.
Yeah, if there was a team that should be making some blockbuster trades, I think it's Al. I think Al needs to make some changes here.
Yeah, absolutely. I love Trey McBride's matchup this week. I also love Sam Laporta's matchup. I think they could be very equal. Malik Neighbors, love that play this week. I think Malik Neighbors is gonna absolutely feast.
Yeah, I can see
Even
that.
even with the fraudulent Danny Dimes.
He's got to go.
Yeah,
I got to go half chub myself on this too, dude. I think it's
yeah,
gonna be a pretty. I think half chub's gonna have himself a serious bounce back week.
I agree. I think he had massive underperformances last week. He traded away most of his team, but
Yep.
um, I love Brees Hall, Tennessee. Love that matchup. Tennessee's defense is decent against the run, but it's Brees Hall. I
Yeah,
mean,
he's gonna cook.
yeah.
He's definitely gonna cook. So it looks like we're both in agreement for the first two. I'll say. We'll go to Swift Swallows, Love Hurts. I'll predict first, just so it doesn't feel like I'm copying you heavily.
Yeah.
I'm going Love Hurts. um, Another just Tua out, you know.
Yeah. This is another Thursday night being OP.
Yep,
Definitely should have recorded this before that match. Um,
definitely. But at least
but
it's even playing field. We're both predicting.
it's gotta be Love Hurts for
Hmm.
sure. Tyreek Hill putting up sub 10, Tua dying on the field,
Yeah.
massive brain injury. So
Well,
it's
not for nothing. I think Swift Swallows was getting a little big for his britches, you know. He's new guy, comes in, he wins, he's talking
I
sweet, he's
agree. I
feeling
agree.
himself, and now the fantasy god slapped him down. A little adversity he's got to come over.
I think he does have a lot of potential to upset still here. I think Rashi
Saquon,
Rice,
Atlanta could
Cincinnati,
cook. Cooper Cup looked
Saquon.
strong.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He has some strong matchups here. Even Najee against Denver.
Yeah.
Najee looked very good week one,
He
I
really
thought,
did, which is
which was
wild.
surprising. Yeah. Jared Goff, Tampa Bay, that's going to be a slugfest. They're going to be
Mm,
slinging the ball a lot. I don't hate Mike Kelly's odds still to win. All it takes is a couple duds
yep.
on Austin's side. Love Hurts there. And I mean, DeAndre Swift looks like garbage. Hate that play. Michael Pittman, Green Bay's defense is legit. Their entire scheme defensively is legit. I would be very worried about Anthony Richardson throwing the ball against
Yeah.
Green Bay. Um,
Calvin Ridley against the Jets is a tough matchup.
Jets, very legit defense. It could be a toss-up. I am still leaning Love Hurts for sure. I think he's gonna get the win just on his quarterbacks alone. But I don't know.
Yeah, I feel that. But all right, so you're going Love Hurts, lock that in.
Yep,
All right,
locking
we're
it in.
3 for 3 on the same. Let's go. Touchdowns, Coys, the only untouched. I guess they had touchdowns had Waddle, but it's not
Yeah,
like got him almost 9. I mean, it's a little subpar, but it's not like he got him some trash.
yeah.
This one might be the matchup of the week for me. This is a close matchup.
I like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna give this one the matchup of the week, Coys versus touchdowns. And honestly, I'm going to lean Coys. I think Coins goes 2-0. Michael goes 0-2.
Yeah, I think the saving grace of Koi is here. I don't love the double stack for the
For Detroit.
Lions. Yeah,
Yeah.
with a receiver and running back. I feel like you can handcuff like a receiver and a quarterback, but I don't unless Detroit's going to steamroll Tampa Bay, which after seeing last week, I don't think is going to be the case. I think that's
Right,
going to be a
right.
close game regardless.
Yeah.
And David Montgomery's only getting end zone looks or like bruiser ball,
Yeah.
early snap. I
You're
don't
kind of
know.
convincing me. I could see this one. That's why it's matchup of the week. This one is truly it's like a coin toss for me.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go touchdowns.
I
This might
respect
be
it.
our
I'll stick with
first
Coys. Yep.
first difference here.
I just really like Lamar Jackson against the Raiders. I
I
think
do
he's gonna
too.
torch them.
Yep. But I also have
Um,
Pat Mahomes against Cincinnati, who looked
those
awful last week.
those are all Cincinnati, Kansas City should that could be fun. I just don't think the Bengals got the juice in them like they used to.
No, I don't think so either.
But all right, so hell yeah. Now we'll move on. We'll go my game. We'll do your game last. Now, I do have to preface, I made probably in all of my fantasy years of playing, I had this hunch all day. I lost money on bets because of it. I was like, Keon Coleman, this is his breakout game. I could see it. Miami Dolphins secondary is not that great.
No.
Aside from Jalen Ramsey, uh, I wanted Keon Coleman, and the fucking guy goose egged me. Zeroed. He had one target the whole game,
Yeah.
and because of that, Josh Allen literally only completed 13 passes.
Yep.
But I had James Cook who gave me almost a 30 piece to kind of make up for it. I still am
Yeah.
not happy with
I
that though.
mean, the same logic for me applies that I said for Brody with you. I would never, I don't think, double stack a receiver and running back
I
unless
got
I know it's going to
overzealous.
be if it's a Panthers, yeah. Yeah,
Hmm.
you play both of them for
Yeah.
sure. You always play Josh Allen regardless. That's
Yep.
that's going to be one of his rare misses, I think.
Yeah.
You get James Cook. I honestly, I think that's one of James Cook's biggest breakout games. He had a
Yeah.
couple last year
Three
that were
tutties.
that phenomenal, but yeah, three tutties is insane.
Yep. Yeah.
Um, he just looked fantastic. That
Yeah.
guy can cook, metaphorically.
Yeah, I was really hoping he'd get himself a little more points because, sub 10 points is tough for Josh Allen. That's a tough,
That's rare. I
yeah,
don't think he ever did that for me last year. Not
might be
once.
one of his worst games in years, fantasy
Yeah.
wise.
Just looking at who else you had to potentially start in that flex position.
Yeah. Lad, Pollard,
Yeah, I would have either gone
Cooks.
even Brandon Cooks against
Yeah.
New
No, I
Orleans.
had so many. I don't know what it was. I literally woke up and I just felt Keon Coleman. I was talking
It,
with a guy I work with who's a huge Bills fan. I asked him how he looked, and he was like, "Oh, Keon Coleman looked so sharp. His routes were crisp."
he
And
did.
dude, I watched the game. Keon Coleman was on the field the whole game.
Yeah,
Just
major snaps.
nothing. Just nothing. It was all the only pass, the only wide receiver on the Bills that was worth anything was Shakir
Yep.
Thursday.
Yep, a
So
lot of
that's
slot
tough.
plays. Yep.
And Riggy Riggs, I mean, I do like his team this year. It's really sad he lost. He could beat me. I could see him smoking me this week. But of course, I'm
Um,
not gonna bet against myself. I'm picking me.
yeah, I still oh, I still think you could have it even with a goose egg. I
Oh
just
yeah,
he's got tough matchups.
yeah. He kind of does, to be honest with you.
I don't like Aaron Jones this week at all.
Yeah, that's tough.
I would be trying to I don't even know if he has anyone to pivot.
Really don't like Joe
Austin
Burrow.
Eckler, I would probably be playing Austin. Not to You're probably dropping this Sunday anyways, but
Good, yeah.
I would probably put Austin Eckler in there. He's got a much better matchup than Aaron Jones. I don't Aaron Jones had a phenomenal week one, but I wouldn't expect that, especially in a split backfield. They're
Especially
running.
if he's starting the 49ers defense against his, it's kind of
Yeah,
it's kind of tough to visualize that one.
got to think about all the options there. I would be playing Austin Eckler personally because he looked fantastic week one. Looked like
Yeah.
prime Austin Eckler.
Especially with Jaden Daniels, I think he only threw downfield like 10 times. A lot of them were dump offs to running backs unless he was running it himself.
Yep.
So that definitely Austin Eckler does have some serious value, but I'm gonna go me. Who you locking in for that one?
I think I'm also gonna go with you.
Okay.
I think you still pull it out. I think he's gonna have another underperforming week. Um,
That that leaves us off with one more, and that is yourself versus Middleburg football team.
yes.
Now, I suppose I should speak first on this since it's your matchup. We were already talking about your team a little bit. I like your team. I said that week one. I did predict you to lose, but I said I think your team's going to finish stronger towards the back end of the season. Um, I I I don't really see any serious weak points in your squad, aside maybe like Drake London. If I wanted to nitpick, I'm not
Yeah.
a huge Drake London guy.
No.
Um, and Middleburg football team, his squad is pretty subpar. I'm not gonna lie. It might be one of the weaker squads in the league.
Yeah. I think there's a big learning lesson. And I think a lot of people forgot last year how important getting that early quarterback and then
Yeah,
stacking a second early quarterback is because it makes a team for sure.
yeah.
Um, yeah,
With
and obviously
Daniel Jones starting, you
Dalton
know,
Kincaid not getting as much utilization as people thought.
right.
Josh Allen's just that guy. James Cook is the obvious number two offensive weapon on that squad, and then everyone else is just kind of a could have a big night, could not have a big night. There's no favorites on that team. I would stay away from the Bills in general in fantasy if it's not James Cook or Josh Allen.
Right, right. I mean, he's starting his two wide receivers are Tank Dell, who finished
Yes.
wide receiver 49, and Wilson, who finished he's wide receiver 29. So,
Yes.
very tough. Jonathan Taylor is starting running back 30. McCaffrey hasn't even played.
Yep.
I mean, it's just a whole lot of mid right here, which
Yep.
is
I think
sad to
Jordan
say.
Mason could get him a ton of points, which is the only thing that scares me in this matchup personally. Um, but I
Outside of
think
Christian McCaffrey, like playing and having like a 50 piece, I think this is your get back game.
no, they already confirmed he's not playing.
There you go. So I think this is a lock for you.
Yeah,
I think you win this one.
I agree.
Tanner needs to make some stuff happen for his squad if he wants to
Yeah,
be competitive this year.
I think the quarterbacks are just so weak.
What
Like,
how Trevor? Yeah, Trevor Lawrence is QB 23.
yeah,
So
and
I don't think
Cleveland's
he's got
defense is
anyone
legit.
top 10 in any position.
Besides CMC, who is they're talking about putting on IR for 4 weeks now.
Right.
So
I wasn't counting him. I mean, Kincaid is tight end 8 right now, but he's had 2 weeks.
yeah,
He's had
and
two games.
and Brock Bowers also finished decently high. What did he finish last week?
Brock Bowers end up finishing tight end 4.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think there's not a position
There
besides
isn't.
running back potentially
If McCaffrey
where,
plays, his running backs would be strong if McCaffrey played, but it's back to the Colts with Anthony Richardson being the run heavy dog he is. I think that hurts Jonathan Taylor too.
yep.
So
Yeah, I think
it's
so absolutely because last year when he did come back, those last 4 weeks he was prime.
yeah,
He was getting a lot of points for me. He was on my team actually.
yep,
And
yep,
yeah, I just don't think he's getting that same utilization with Anthony Richardson back and healthy.
yeah. I hear you.
They're going to
Give
be
me
trying to
snow
throw
bunnies.
bombs or running. So I
Give
take
me
myself as well.
snow bunnies. Well, that's the predictions. I'm taking you're taking yourself. So we pretty much predicted everything the same aside from one
The match
game.
of the week. Yep.
Yep. That's the only difference.
It's okay. Two high IQ football players here I see.
Yeah, yeah,
Two high IQ football
two
players.
guys who know ball, baby. That's all that is. All right, so I do want to ask you a few cues. Let me get so obviously we changed some things up. So 6 teams make playoffs. Give me two locks that you think there's no shot they make the playoffs. There's no shot they make the playoffs, and two locks definitely making the playoffs.
Yeah. Um, I think my two locks for not play making the playoffs and gonna be struggling to get in would be Half Chubb and either Ricky Riggs I would probably go Middleburg football team over Riggy Riggs.
That's
Now
what
that
I
I'm
would
looking
as
at it,
well. What about the two locks that you think are great odds making it in?
I think Baked Vet has a
Mm,
very good chance. I really like his team. I think he honestly did a disservice to himself trading away what he did. But um, and then I would probably go. I don't know who the clear second would be.
right. It's
I'd
tough
either
when we're
put
only week two.
I'd either put Love Hurts, Captain Commish, or myself, I think. In
Fair
that
enough.
I think Baked Vet is the most primed to win.
Yeah. I could see that. He's got a good squad. I mean, the trade could hurt it. Well, it could help him. We'll see. Yeah. That's that's pretty much that. I mean, you got anything else? It said this Zoom said it's I got a couple minutes left before it cancels out on me.
Oh
So
no.
been going
No, I
almost.
think I think we covered everything besides maybe power rankings, which I could just run through quick
Yeah,
on
run through
mine.
them puppies quick.
I would probably put Baked Fat number one. I think his team looked very solid, and knowing some of the other injuries right now coming into week two, I would definitely keep him number one. And then I'd probably do Hellhold number two. Maybe. I don't know. There's so many injuries right now, so it's kind of tough to tell. And
Yep.
then Love Hurts three, Captain Commish four, myself five, Alan Degenerates six, your cousin Marv seven, touchdowns eight, just because I hate that motherfucker. Middleburg football team nine, and who else I got here?
Think
No,
you
I'm missing
got
people. Oh no. I would do Coy's eight, Middleburg foot Coy's eight, Riggy Riggs nine, touchdowns 10, Middleburg football team 11, half chub 12.
damn, so we're predicting back-to-back last places for Asa.
Sub 90 is embarrassing. It's
That's
it's
it.
just pitiful.
Yeah. That is tough. That is a tough
He's
matchup.
trying to rectify. I appreciate that, but you can't be coming in and making a mockery of our fantasy league like that.
Yeah.
It's unacceptable.
I feel that. I guess something we could talk about actually quick because we got like 4 minutes left. I do want to get your opinion on this the survivor pool that we're in here.
Yeah.
So we got as of now three teams are out, Riggy Riggs, Brody, and 50 cal Al. Two of them are on the Bengals, one of them out on the Giants. So that leaves a handful of us here. Um, you don't have to tell me who you went with. You can if you want. Doesn't matter. My stuff's already locked in. But
Yeah.
what are you thinking about this? This is my first time playing the Survivor.
I think I went maybe a little deeper than some others might have. Like I know some people are just going like off surface and just picking like good matchups, they think, but you got
Yep.
to think about these teams' entire seasons.
That's what I'm with
So
you. We picked the
since
same
it's
week one team because I'm
exactly
we'll probably
that's
pick
what
the
I'm
same week
saying.
two. I
Tampa
bet
Bay's
too.
got a tough matchup, and then I'll just let you know because it's just me and you. I picked Houston for my
Oh,
week two
okay. I d-
because
I
they have one of the toughest schedules in the NFL
I
this
respect
year.
that.
So
Cool, cool. I went I'll tell you because by the time I edit this and get it
I'm
out,
not going
probably
to
like
change for you.
Saturday, so no one's gonna change, I bet. I went Chargers against the
Chargers.
Panthers.
I was between those two.
Yeah, I'm trying to save those stud teams for later on.
Exactly. You got to look at all the teams matchups and you got
Yep.
to be able to predict like when are you going to pick the Giants?
Uh,
Probably against Carolina.
that's
You
true.
know what I'm
If we
saying?
if we
If you
keep
have to pick them.
yeah, like that's what if we keep playing like we did week one, I might never pick the
Exactly.
Giants as my
Exactly.
survivor pick.
Somebody already did, and it burnt them pretty
It
bad.
burnt them. He's not even a Giants fan.
No,
But
I like it though. It's
no,
good.
it's
It's
fun.
good stuff.
I'm really digging the sleeper app change up. Like, we got a lot of fun side stuff going. Um, Looking forward to whenever I get Baked Vet on here, so we'll find out what bourbon you went with. That'll be
Oh yeah.
interesting.
Oh yeah.
But there it is, folks. That is your current reigning TCC champion, Snow Bunnies, signing off. Thank you for confiding with the commissioner.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It's been a pleasure.
Absolutely. And I will catch you soon.
All right, peace out, brother.
Peace out, brother. Love you. What's up, fellas? It's me. So, you're going to be getting two videos this week. Giants lost. I was going to upload it between the 4 o'clock and the 8 o'clock games. Giants lost. I got pretty sad. And I was like, fuck it, dude. I ain't uploading the video. Um, so, there you have it. Predictions wise, did all right. Now that the week's over, I ended 4-6. And Lairway ended up with 5 out of 6. So, that puts Guess at 5 out of 6. And that puts myself at a 7 out of 12. So, not looking great for me in that category. Um, Good week, all in all. Pretty sad knowing I would have won if Keon Coleman, if I didn't do that dumb play and just started Tony Pollard like I should have. But oh well, live and learn. Won't make that mistake again. Won't be going off any weird vibes I'm getting, dude. Just playing it by the damn book, baby. Um, Yeah. One thing I did want to say is how wild it is that we are doing the survivor picks and there's only 4 teams left. There's 4 teams left. That's tough, boys. That's a tough go. I hope in years to come we perform better than that. The teams left are myself, Touch of Downs, Middleburg football team, and your champion Snow Bunnies. So hopefully we have a long battle. Forgive me, my eyes. It's late outside. You feel me? All right, so that's it. Just wanted to come on and say that. Thank y'all. Have a good rest of your week and catch you in like 3 days.